Life has sure changed quite a bit. Maybe you're working from home right now, or maybe you're out of work due to social distancing and the coronavirus. There are some great resources available to us.
And we've got Ryan West, Deputy Director from Iowa Workforce Development, calling in on a Wednesday morning. Good morning, Ryan.
Hi, Ryan.
Hello. Thank you for having me on, guys. I appreciate your time.
Yeah, we really wanted to make sure we got you on. Between a lot of our business partners here in the Cedar Rapids area, our local Chamber Economic Alliance just posted you had a couple webinars yesterday. I noticed a few of my elected representative posting on their page some announcements when it comes to unemployment benefits and Iowa workforce development. Where should we start with the topic when it relates to unemployment and COVID-19? We'll just kind of turn it over to you.
Sure. Well, thank you for the time, and always great to talk to the folks in the great city of Cedar Rapids. I think in the surrounding areas, most importantly, what we want everybody to do. Obviously, this is some turbulent times. However, we will get through it. We've been through this before. Unfortunately, as recently as 10, 11 years ago, with a recession where we've seen as many people who are starting to file unemployment insurance claims. So, first and foremost, we want everybody to go out to iowaworkforcedevelopment.gov. Iowa workforcedevelopment.gov. That's our hub for all things unemployment insurance. And a claimant, so an individual who's filing unemployment, or an employer can find all the information they need out there to be dangerous. And we're going to continue to add stuff on there. So we really want people going out and checking that on a regular basis. As you mentioned, and thank you for mentioning, we had 2 webinars yesterday. We had one for employers and one for claimants. Both of them were extremely well received and from the standpoint of attended. So we recorded those. Those will be back on the website this morning. What we wanted to make sure was we had everything edited. We had a lot of great questions, So we're going back through and pulling out the duplicates, answering those, and putting those back on. So when you go out to the iowaworkforcedevelopment.gov website, right at the top, you're going to see individual, business, and COVID-19. An individual filing for unemployment can go through the individual section. That's the section that's been out there before, unfortunately, the COVID scenario. Or you can go into the COVID-19 section. Employers can go through the business section or the COVID-19 section as well. The COVID-19 section is a new hub we set up, and there's any information that's come through, either from federal guidance or state guidance, policy changes we've made. Those are out there, and a lot of frequently asked questions. But right. The most important thing for an individual to remember is if you're off work, you got to get your claim filed. You got to get the clock started. And so that's where we're asking everybody to start.
Ryan West, our guest from Iowa Workforce Development, Deputy Director. Again, the website, iowaworkforcedevelopment.gov. We've got a screen up in the studio. Claire's kind of navigating. We see those tabs right there at the top. As a person who has actually filed before and gone through the process, I'm familiar in Cedar Rapids with going to the Iowa Works Center at Westdale Mall. I'm presuming as a government location, that's going to be closed in the short term.
We're going online, aren't we?
So everything online, and then just keep tracks, I would presume, on the tabs on the website once we get a better understanding when the local centers will reopen?
Yeah, that's correct. Well, that's a great question. And the Iowa Works Centers all across the state, not only in Cedar Rapids, play such a key role in helping individuals, and especially in the rural areas. And so understanding that people can get a little, they get a little nervous if they can't talk to people in person sometimes. That's totally understandable. However, we really want you to go online. We've tried to streamline as much of this as possible. What we're really doing is, this is why we're in these positions. We're really always practicing for these scenarios. And so when we get into these, we try to really put an emphasis on customer service. And that's really a goal. And because when we do that, it helps alleviate some of the pressure and stress that people are going to understandably go through. But yes, at this point, you can still go into an Iowa Works office. However, we really are encouraging people to stay out of those if they can, just all things considered, and go online. If you have to go into the office, at this point they are open. Those haven't been closed to the public yet, although, as you said, I imagine that's probably coming down the line in the near future. So when you go out there, that's why we want you to keep an eye on things. We also have a customer service number. That's 866-239-0843. That's manned Monday through Friday. We're trying to keep the wait times really low on those as well. But if you go out and you follow step by step, you should be okay to navigate through, to set up your claim, to go through. And we do have people that file these actually right on their mobile device as well. So what we've really found, and this is something that I've really come to admire about the folks in the state of Iowa, is when we show them and tell them what to do and try to push them online, they really, for the most part, they go do it. And so that's really something that we have as an advantage here in Iowa.
And you guys are getting back to people once you have to file the claim first of all, just to get the whole process started, but you are getting back to people pretty quickly.
That's absolutely right. So yesterday we had a real high influx of calls, obviously, and we will throughout the week and probably next week and the week after. But we had wait times right around 2 minutes, 3 minutes, which is really, really good.
That's actually amazing.
Coming up, yeah, versus the staff load that we have. So, and that's due to a lot of practice, and we have our fantastic employees who are able to work through these things pretty quickly. And so, we're here to get people what they need and then move on to the next individual. And I think when we can keep those wait times low, that helps take the pressure off people, maybe concerned that things aren't going to go their way. But the goal really for us is get your claim filed, as you said, get the claim on the system, and then you have to file your weekly claim. And so we inform you how to do that. You get all that information sent to you if you've never filed for unemployment insurance before, but we certainly do follow up with you. You're not able to leave a message, a voice message per se, but you can send an email to us, and that information is out on the website as well.
Ryan West, Deputy Director with Iowa Workforce Development. As we wrap up our conversation this morning, let's direct them one more time, both employers or for those employees who need to file a claim. Where should they go? The easiest route sounds like to go through your website. What's that URL one more time?
Yeah, the URL is iowaworkforcedevelopment.gov, and right on the homepage, you will find at the top left in the nav, individual, business, or COVID-19, and just select one of those tabs. Everybody can go through the COVID-19 section, but there's just a lot of good information up there. Here's something that we really have. I got to throw this out there real quick. With social media and technology, where we are now versus the last time we went through a huge influx of claims, totally night and day. So we really want to keep communication at paramount. That's why we really want you to go out there and follow us on social media, iowaworkforcedevelopment.gov. On LinkedIn or Twitter or Facebook, and follow your Iowa Works office in your area. That will help you navigate when the offices, if we do have to shut them to the public, when they will open back up.
That is great information. And Ryan, pass along our thanks to everybody. There's so many people in this right now working behind the scenes, from grocery stores to unemployment benefits
and
to
I can't
government.
believe you guys only had a 1 or 2 minute wait time yesterday. That's incredible. Thank you for working with people and getting this stuff taken care of.
Well, I appreciate you having us on, and thank you for allowing us to come on and tell this. And it's pretty amazing what all these employers and individuals and workers in the state are able to do when you go through this. Everybody just kind of gets online and does it, and it's a real testament to the state of Iowa and the leadership that's all throughout the state.
Yeah, you hit it on the head. When you tell Iowans what needs to be done, we get it done, and you're part of that. I appreciate it. Ryan, thanks for joining the Morning Scramble this morning.
Thanks, Ryan.
I appreciate your time. Thank you, guys.